welcome to Tuesday's Tips and Talks. I'm Katie with Premier Senior Consultants, and today I have with me Kimberly Soto from the Soto Law Firm. So I'm so glad you could join us today.
Me too. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, me too. So there's so much about you, and I was like, oh, you're such a great fit to come on and tell everybody about what you do. So you have a law practice in Altamont Springs.
Yes.
All right. So you do several types of law. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and the types of law you practice.
Okay. Well, I'm so excited to be here today. I own a law firm, the Soto Law Office. We are located in Altamont Springs. And a little bit about my background. I'm actually from Boston, so
Okay.
I grew up in the cold. Moved down here for undergrad. I went to
Okay.
Rollins,
Okay.
and then GW for law school.
Okay.
And so I've been practicing law for over 10 years, and I opened up my own firm in 2014.
Okay.
We do various different practice areas. So our main focuses are probate, estate planning, guardianship, and so those all fall under the elder law category. And then we also do real estate law and civil litigation.
Okay. So you do a little bit of everything. So what kind of makes you unique when it comes to seniors?
Oh, that's a great question. So because we do have experience in various practice areas, they overlap constantly. So whenever we have clients come to us and their main need is estate planning.
Okay.
So if they're interested in a trust or
Okay.
a will, we have other tricks and tips that we can use. Sometimes a deed is going to be a more appropriate solution than a trust. So we're usually able to use our skills and knowledge to end up having an easier plan for our clients that usually saves them money in the long run. So we also do both transactional law and litigation.
Okay.
So for our litigation, we do, probate where we're in the courtroom. We do uncontested and contested probates.
Okay.
And then we also do transactional, which is the kind of drafting of the documents. So that makes us unique because we're able to draft documents that we know the courts will accept because we go to court. We have to argue the merits of them. We read the case law. So we're pretty equally balanced in both of our transactional and litigation experience.
Okay. So now you do guardianships as well?
Yes.
Okay. So kind of what's that look like? I mean, if someone needs to, isn't sure if they need to have a guardianship, that type of thing.
Okay, so a lot of our clients come to us when their parents or a family member, or even a friend, if there's someone that's a neighbor, either has, let's say, maybe late stage dementia or Alzheimer's, so they're unable to make decisions.
Yes.
We call that they aren't mentally competent to make decisions. So they're lacking capacity, and they need someone to help care for them. So that's when a guardianship can come into play. It can also be after someone has an accident or a stroke. We've seen it. So there are different types of situations, but guardianship is if someone is unable to make decisions, and they don't have their estate planning documents in place. So they don't have a power of attorney or a healthcare surrogate, things like that. That's when a court will usually step in.
So I think that's why it's really important that you do that estate planning and you have those documents prepared and ready, because you never know when anything can happen.
Absolutely, they are. They're so important. They can save your family members and you so much aggravation, time, and money because guardianship, it's a court process. We are going to court. We're ultimately speaking with a judge. A judge is ultimately making decisions for the family members. So it is time consuming. It's costly. If you do your estate planning, you can actually help save your family money in the long run. And it can just be a great tool to use.
Okay, awesome. So now I'm just going to throw this in because I know this was shortly after we met. I went to a guardianship meeting and I saw you there. So you do a lot with the guardianship community?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Yep.
So I'll let you tell. What do you do with that? Because I'll mess it up.
So there is a Florida State Guardianship Association, which covers the whole state of Florida, and I'm currently the president for the Central Florida chapter. So we have monthly meetings where we have speakers come, and we try to help educate the guardians,
Okay.
and also give them resources that they can use.
Okay.
Because guardianship, it is a beast. It is its own really living thing that is created when you open up a guardianship. Because like I said, it's a court process, so there's lots of rules.
Yeah.
We have to follow the rules. It's time consuming.
Yes.
It's costly, but it is a great tool if someone doesn't have their documents in place.
So get your documents ahead of time.
Yes. Do your power of attorney. Do your healthcare surrogate. Please do your preneed guardian. They're very important.
Yeah. So do you think those are probably your most important ones?
Oh, it's so hard to pick.
Well, I guess, it depends on what's coming into play because, I imagine, with real estate and selling houses and getting older, you have to think about trusts and, all these different things that I have no idea about.
Yeah, and a lot of people, there's a common misconception that, only if you're really wealthy should you do your estate planning. But that's not true. And estate planning does not have to cost an arm and a leg. You can get a very basic package that includes like a power of attorney, the healthcare documents, a simple will. Maybe if you have one piece of property, you get one type of deed.
Okay.
And that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. It doesn't cost as much as a trust.
Okay.
Or other documents. So it really can be affordable. And you can also do it piecemeal.
Okay.
When we meet with our clients, we talk about what the reality of their situation is, and so what the specific documents are, and what in this moment would be the most important. What are their true concerns, and so what can help them the most, and we start from there and go forward.
All right. So one thing that I really like about you is you love to educate. I know you do a lot of seminars, and different talks. That's really, it seems like kind of your heart is there too. So now what's the best way to get in touch with you?
So the best way to get in touch with me is either through phone or email.
Okay.
So my phone number is 321-972-2279. The email's a little long.
Okay. Well, and we'll put it up. So it's going to be put up so anybody can get in touch with you too. So phone or email is the best way to get in touch with you.
Absolutely.
And then you have a Facebook page as well, correct?
Yes. Yep. The Soto Law Office, PA.
Okay. And I know I've seen, a lot of times you'll have a video on there, different, it might be a flyer where you're speaking somewhere, that type of thing.
Yep.
Go ahead.
We also put up a lot of blog posts too.
Okay.
So on different topics of everything that we cover. And our website actually is a great place for information.
Okay.
We have tons and tons of pages and blog posts. So if anyone wants to just peruse them and look for their topic that they're most interested in.
Okay. That's awesome. That's good to know. So again, we will put all of that in here for you. Well, is there anything else you can think of that would be good to kind of let seniors or, even adult children know, to think about?
Definitely. I would say the most important thing is if you have questions or you're unsure, call us for a consultation. It's an hour-long consultation. It does cost $250, but we can answer your questions, educate you, help share with you what's most important, but also why. So we really like to speak with our clients, not with a bunch of legalese.
Yeah.
We want to talk
Layman's
to you.
terms.
Layman's terms. We want to talk to you about like the practical things that you need and why it's important. And if you don't do it, what that can also look like, not just for you, but for your family members. So if you have questions, come to a seminar, schedule a consultation. I'd love to speak with you.
Yes. Okay, perfect. And, even I'll just throw it out there for the, adults with children that are getting older, because two of mine are over 18 now. And once they turn 18, doctors can't talk to you anymore. So unless there's a document that you can get. So I know me, I still want to know what's going on with my kids. If they're in a hospital, I want to talk to the doctor, and they want me there.
Yes,
Yes. So
estate planning is for everyone. Every adult.
Everyone,
everyone 18 and over. In an ideal world, everyone 18 and over would have all of their documents. But we're working on getting there.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you so much for coming and doing this and talking about it with us, and just another way that we can let the community know another resource that's out there for them. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.